This video is not targeted towards kids.
You all know, Coolmathgames is gonna shut down eventually because Flash is deciding to turn off its infinite, system. So what are we playing? We're playing Run because I feel like it, and I feel like I could go back to nostalgia. You know, the good old days when you used to go on your computer and instead of doing math problems, you used to play Coolmathgames because, yeah, I was a slacker. Who cares? My gosh. So, a slight apology. It was supposed to be an Undertale video tomorrow, but I'm not gonna lie, I really haven't recorded any Undertale videos in a while, and I'm actually in the process of trying to get ahead of those. I promise you that's gonna be my Pokemon Uranium here on out. It's gonna be my main priority. It's gonna be the thing you see every week. Hopefully, as long as I don't mess up, as long as I don't forget how to, as long as I actually remember to record my stuff half the time. So as you can see, this is like a pretty easy mode. I'm just chillaxing, just doing whatever I want. But I guess it's Run, let's be honest. There's not really much to talk about. Run is just a game that you used to play just to fill the time. Because it's a fun game that, it's a simple premise, just like Mario Bros. It's a simple platformer. You just jump from platform to platform, hoping you don't die in the endless vacuum of space. This really is just like Super Mario Galaxy. This is Super Mario Galaxy. I should have played Super Mario Galaxy, but unfortunately, I don't have access to. I mean, I could play on Dolphin, but I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise of what's coming up, would I? Oops, did I say too much? No. Let's get a little back on track. Speaking of back on track, Geometry Dash is also something I wanted to play a while back. That's something for the future because I suck at Geometry Dash. And who plays Geometry Dash anymore? I'm not gonna answer that question after that meme. You guys know what I'm talking about. You want me to play it? No, I'll just link it in the description below. How about that? Cool. Okay. Bam. It's already down there. You guys probably could have already checked it like in the beginning of the video. Anyways, the reason I play Run, besides the whole thing with Flash shutting down. Speaking of Flash shutting down, I'm pretty sure that also means that Super Smash Flash is gonna be. Super Smash Flash is also going to be in jeopardy. So a lot of these games that we just love to play, they're just not going to be available. Maybe if someone can program it to be, what was it, HTML5 or whatever it is. There's like a specific type of video file or whatever. I'm acting a bit too nerdish here, but there's a specific type of file that you can use to program these games and that also work. I'm pretty sure YouTube actually runs under a similar thing, because a lot of videos online also require Flash to play, but I don't know, YouTube decided to be smart and be like, hey, Flash is sort of going to shut down in a few years because they can't last forever, so let's use something a bit more sustainable. Anyways, this sort of reminds me of when Mario Kart Wii shut down for Nintendo, or not just Mario Kart Wii, but Nintendo Wi-Fi for the DS and Wii. Like, that really hurt a lot of people, man. I remember, I think a year and a half before the Wi-Fi shut down, I just figured out how to connect my Wii to Wi-Fi because of not just that, but also get access to Mario Kart custom tracks, which I am a devout follower of. I will say that I'm part of the Bodation Nation, also known as Troy WD. Links in the description below, as always. But more importantly, I'm just really happy that I was able to play Mario Kart Wii online with a bunch of, random players again. It feels nice to be able to, go up against strangers every once in a while. Because let's be honest, I'm pretty sure the only actual smart computers in Mario Kart were in like the SNES one, which, let's be honest, nobody really likes the SNES one. If you like it, you have a problem. And the only other one that's actually hard is Mario Kart 8. I'll be honest, Mario Kart 8 CPUs are actually competent, but not because they're actually any good. Oh yeah, this time I was trying to see if I could beat the level without jumping. Yeah, I don't know. I decided to give myself a challenge, and then I just died. Yeah, funny. Anyways, yeah, Mario Kart 8 computers, not gonna lie, they sandbag. Which is funny because I actually 3-starred every single cup in Mario Kart 8 before Mario Kart Wii, because Mario Kart Wii's Grand Prix mode is more based on how quickly you finish, how many times you get hit by an item, how often you fall. Like, if you fall even once in any of those tracks, you're just like that. If you fall in the game, you die in real life, and your score basically drops from a 3-star to a 1-star. I wish I was joking, but it happens to me every time. Seriously, like, whenever I thought I raced well, and then, like, I'm on the last track, let's say I'm on the Lightning Cup and I'm on BC64, yes, I use all the lingo that, oops, I died. I use all the lingo that Mario Kart players use. Fight me, okay? Or bite me, or whatever the phrase is. Anyways, my point is, you know, let's suppose you're on BC64, Bowser Chasm 64, for those of you who are not as well known, or whoever, my gosh, whoever don't know the Mario Kart as well. Let's say you're on like the last turn where you're off the ramp and you're about to hit to the finish line. You can see it right in front of you, and then you get hit by a blue shell, and then your rating goes down from a 3-star to a 2-star. Not because you sucked at the game, but because the game decided to, you know, say, hey, screw you, you don't matter, you suck, and you have to spend another 15 minutes hoping that you don't get hit like that. I mean, again, you could just use a hack and, like, just, you know, get 3 stars automatically, but where's the fun in that? That doesn't take any skill. Also, I'm pretty sure those, I could be wrong, I'm pretty sure Mr. Bean, 35,000 VR, also banned those kind of hacks. I could be wrong. I don't check these kind of things. I'm not really good with mods and hacks and stuff like that. Which is funny, because one of my first series I ever played was the Respawn Halloween hack. You know, a hack made by Toby Fox. Yeah, I know. I get the sense of irony too. I think I was trying not to jump here, and then I decided, hey, I'd screw it. As you can see, I am winging basically every part of this audio, or sorry, of this episode. I'm just trying to say whatever I can to fill the time. At this point, this episode is basically just a podcast. I probably could have just combined Run 1 and Run 2 into one giant video, but then I learned that there's a Run 3. Like, I remember as a kid, back in like middle school or high school, learning that there was a Run 2 where you can be a guy in roller skates, and I was like, yo, that's pretty cool. Imagine just being the guy who roller skates across space. Like, that's pretty rad. And then a few years later, I learned that there's a Run 3, and then, but like, I'm already outside the range, or like the age range where you'd go to Coolmath.com, which is actually, now that I think about it, that statement is pretty, I think I'm being a hypocrite here, because I'm playing this as like an adult, and I'm still enjoying the game. Hey, it's not wrong to like Coolmath.com, right? The reason the website is called Coolmath.com, Coolmathgames, sorry. The reason it's called Coolmathgames is because the games are so cool. I mean, what would they be if I wasn't so bad at the game? What would they be if they weren't Coolmathgames? I remember so many of them so fondly. Middle school feels like yesterday. Okay, let's talk about the education system, because I have nothing else to talk about. I recently saw a video that says how the education system is failing you, and blah 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 blah. You know, all the millennial Zoomer talk, and you know how people say that, hey, the education system failed you because they don't teach you properly, and the school is basically set up so that way you end up being a factory worker. And like, I can see the parallels, you know, like the school bells, the designated school lunches, and the lack of freedom that you have with between classes, which I admit is slightly annoying. One thing I have to say, I don't know why I'm getting so philosophical. I feel like I'm so slowly turning into PewDiePie post what's it called, post theft. PewDiePie got some of his stuff stolen. Well, not his, but Marzia's stuff stolen, and then he started becoming all philosophical. I know he was philosophical even before that, but you get what I mean. Just work with me here. My point is that school has failed us all because they don't really they overvalue certain things over others. I'm not gonna say I'm exactly the smartest person with the best of grades. Like, I'm an average, let's say I'm an A- student who has, would probably be, who has the ability to get 103% on every class, but has the okay, I am really bad at this game, wow. Who has the ability to get the ability to get extra credit. I'm being really distracted because I'm looking at the video. I'm not recording this audio at the same time. I'm not recording this at the same time as I'm playing the game. Obviously, if I was doing that, I wouldn't be able to talk like this because I have no coordination whatsoever. But I already forgot what I was talking about. Hey, we're getting to the harder levels. But more importantly, more importantly, what was I talking about? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Okay, I was talking about schools. Oh dear. I really don't know how. I don't want to like end up stammering too much because I actually had a really good point. We were talking about schools. Oh yeah. I am an A- student who probably has the ability to get extra credit on every assignment, but also only has devotion of a B+ student. And I died at the last jump. Wow. That describes my Pokemon Uranium series very succinctly. But I'm Chi. You get my point. Anyways, I was trying to say that I'm not gonna say I'm smart in any capacity, but I know I have the ability. Like I know that people usually, they used to come to me at least back when I had okay, I know I did that. People used to come to me, yeah, as like the smart guy, as the nerd guy, the one who knew how to answer all the questions in the exam, or you know, in some kind of in any kind of assignment. But as time slowly went by, I started to care less, and okay, I don't know where this audio is going to be because I accidentally messed up, and okay, let's fix that. There we go. Someone walked in the room. I'm pretty sure you could probably hear people in the background. That's why my mouth is so okay, then let's. As you can see, I am very clearly in Coolmathgames.com, and I am continually dying. This does not count in the death count, even though I don't have a death count. But my point was that the school system has basically failed all of us because, let's be honest, they're sort of set up for you to fail. Like, the people, I know there's like the whole debate with like the pipeline thing where certain people were set up to fail because if you make one bad act, then there's like these no tolerance policies or zero tolerance policies where you immediately get thrown to jail. I mean, I recently heard about a cop. Well, I know this was like an old story, but like it's still really relevant and really important. A cop was bragging about how many 7-year-olds and 6-year-olds he sent to jail, and apparently there was some 6-year-old who has some kind of sleep disorder or something and gets cranky a lot of the time because, you know, that girl can't sleep. But she apparently she had some kind of episode, and by episode I mean, you know, she had a tantrum, like, you know, something like that. She was being rowdy, and you know, the police officer decided to arrest her because she wouldn't comply. I mean, a 6-year-old. And apparently when the teacher started confronting the officer started bragging, again, like I said, bragging about how many, you know, underage children, especially the ones under 12, that is apprehended. And apparently that girl that I was talking about was broke his record for the quote unquote youngest what was it, like youngest girl or sorry, youngest person arrested or something. Like, he was sort of proud of arresting a 6-year-old. Like, not even of like murder or anything. Like, she didn't kill anyone. She, like, sure, she might have disrupted the class or something, but she didn't. I mean, okay, I have to put it on the table. I did hear that she did physically harm someone, but it was like, you know, like a toddler's punch. Like a toddler punched another toddler and, ooh, I got hurt. Like, let's be honest, it's not a real fight. Like, I've seen real fights. That's not what a real fight is. And you can't really put that kind of responsibility to a 6-year-old. I mean, heck, if I was liable for all those things I did as a 6-year-old, geez, I really wouldn't have ended up where I am now. And by that I mean, like, I'm just a really disobedient person. And wow, that was a really weird tangent coming from the whole pipeline incident. But more importantly, there we go, just made it. More importantly though, my point is that I started to care less. Not because I didn't want to help people. I mean, heck, I loved being the guy that people depended on. It sort of sounds like I'm boosting my own ego, and it sort of is. But I remember back in school when people used to ask me about stuff all the time. I always felt good. I was never good at English, so that kind of stuff nobody ever talked to me about, and I still struggle it to this day to a certain extent. I mean, my vernacular is decent, my writing is pretty good, and I died again. Okay, my vernacular is decent. I'm able to use my, you know, grammar, syntax, all that. I know all my English rules, and I'm able to use them really well. The problem is that I'm just not really good at, like, analysis, which is funny because I'm good at math. Or future me, you cut that out, right? Good. Sorry about that. If it went silent for a good 5 seconds, it's because I had a bad cough. No, I do not have the COVID-19 virus, and I do not want to be referred as sick because of that. But yes, I am good at math. I still am good at, or I was good at math. I am still good at math. And, you know, people used to ask me for help all the time, and I used to be able to help them. Not only with that, but in, like, science stuff in general. And yes, like, even today, I'm still able to help people out with stuff. I'm learning to code. It's one of my classes I'm taking right now. And a lot of peers that I'm in with, they have trouble with it. And I have trouble with it too. But I would consider myself as slightly above average in the class. And I'm able to help other people out with that. Because I'm able to, like, understand how, like, oh, okay, that's not good. I'm able to understand how, like, loops and, like, series work. And I understand, like, the math of everything that goes into it. And I'm also going to be honest when I say that I'm actually pretty decent with languages, too. I'm not going to say which one, but I was able to pick up another language in back in high school, and I am pretty decent at it. I'm able to mostly keep up with peoples of the United States of America. No, people of that country, and by that I mean, like, native speakers, and I'm not half bad. Like, they've told me that my, I don't want to, like, give away what language it is. I mean, I don't feel like any of you would care. It's just I don't want to, like, hey, here's more information for you to put in my non-existing wiki. Who am I kidding? Only like 2 of you are gonna watch this. Maybe like with that one extra person who just got bored and decided to watch Run instead of play it. Okay, seriously, if you guys want to play Run, I could link in the description below. I could, but why? Because I died. Okay. I am rambling on for way too long. How did I go from pipeline to, or the school system sucking to that? Oh yeah, because math. Anyways, yeah, I'm decently good at a lot of STEM-based subjects, but I struggle in like the, I don't want to say the, what's the word? Future me, if I don't think of it, put it up on the screen. Humanities. No, I think it's humanities. I can't exactly remember the word. Future me, don't even bother putting up the word. I know you're probably more tired than I am. I don't give future me enough credit because I remember when I used to bulk record these things, and I just never But okay, this is just slowly turning into a vlog slash update. But then again, what am I supposed to do for 24 minutes if I just play through these levels? I remember when I used to bulk record these things. I never really took the time to edit them, and like when I edit them like a lot at a time. And I remember I hit a certain point where I sort of just got tired of doing it. So like I had all these videos that I could have uploaded, but I decided not to because I didn't really want to edit them. And obviously I could get an editor, but let's be honest, I only get like 3 views per video, and maybe a like. You guys could be someone out there could be the first like. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, obviously I do these things for fun. I don't do it for views. I don't do it for money. I mean, money would be nice. It would be a nice, just like Walter White. It'd be a nice side project. But I'll go back to that topic, Walter White, in a bit. But you know, I'm doing this for fun. Like, I feel nostalgic for playing Run again, and I feel like, you know, you guys should be nostalgic too for all the joy that it used to bring. At least the joy that it brought whenever you had free time in like the library. I remember when I used to go to the library and we had to do like a bunch of assignments. I would always be the first one to like finish it. Well, not the first one, but you know, I'd always be one of the first ones to finish it, and I was just always so bored, just because, you know, there's nothing to do after you're done. And usually all the stuff that you do, not only can you finish at home, but there's just no point of oh, okay, that I suck at the game. But like all the stuff that you usually can do, you can get done in like 5 minutes. Like I know how bad of a procrastinator I am, not only because of the YouTube videos that I never publish, but also the fact that I can somehow turn a 5 minute assignment into a 2-hour endeavor. That is the right word to use. Because I remember back in middle school, I used to get like homework sheets, you know, that I'm able to like get done while I'm in the bus going back home. And then there's other times when I remember like back in like elementary school and somewhere like early middle school, I used to like race some of my friends to see who would get the homework like done the fastest. Not because any of us were nerds at the time, I mean, give or take, but hey, there we go, finally made it. But just because we all knew how easy the assignments were, and it'd just be easier to rip that band-aid off. So, you know, we just try to get it done as fast as we could. And I'm really hoping that this music isn't copyrighted. I don't think it is. I mean, for Pete's sake, it's run the game. Like, the only way that it's gonna be copyrighted is if like, nope, that's dead. The only way this game's gonna be copyrighted is if like, I don't know, if it ended up sampling off of like some illegal website. But enough of that. Let's talk about Breaking Bad. You know, I recently, I'm not gonna lie, you can call me a weeb if you want to. I started like watching like anime series, or I have been watching those, but I decided to like step back from those simply because like I got Netflix recently for free and I really wanted to try it out. So, you know, I decided to start watching some series on there, and you know, Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad were series that I started watching. And not gonna lie, I can see why people say that it's like some of the best TV that ever existed. I am gonna say that Better Call Saul is a better show, and I'm also gonna say I believe I accidentally clicked past finishing it because I was dumb and didn't realize that there was a text message. Future me can show a picture of that. I'm just kidding, of course. But I think that was, oh yeah, now it's faster. I'm just playing through these just to tell myself that I need to wrap it up. But yeah, Breaking Bad, really good show. Better Call Saul is a better show, not because it's about lawyers and I have no soul, but just because the characters in there and the overall cinematography is much more well done. The characters are much more likable, and the conflicts and the resolutions are a lot more believable. The end, if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry that I'm trying to end this video as quickly as possible, but I hope that you all have a nice day. Hope you have a nice week, and hopefully that update video will come out. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully Undertale will come out. Hopefully I'll actually get the stuff done, and I'll see you guys next time.